So, I have something a little bit different for you today. And I came across something on my recent trip to Utah that really surprised me and kind of made me maybe rethink some of my preconceived notions about places and things and people. And that's what I wanted to share with you right now. After my bike ride in Canyonlands National Park, I was headed across Utah and I pulled off into a small town to take a look around. The town on the surface had seen better days: peeling paint and buildings in disrepair, architecture from another era, and signs everywhere that maybe this was a town on its way out. There were hotels that had seen better days. It was clear that once they were bustling and busy and now abandoned. But there were also signs that maybe everything wasn't what it seemed in Helper, Utah. So I was curious, and when I got home, I did some research. And it turns out that Helper, Utah was a pretty darn vibrant place. In fact, in the 1920s and 30s, it was said you could walk down Main Street and hear over 20 different languages spoken. People came from all over the world to grab their piece of the American dream, to get started laboring in the mines and doing the work that established Americans just didn't want to do. And Helper benefited. But then the mines played out and people moved away. And for a period of time, things had slowed down in Helper. Once the mines were played out and people left, there wasn't much going on. Until recently. Recently, the town is come back and is kind of reinventing itself. Along with the peeling paint and the closed hotels, there's signs of life. Bright splashes of color, red and yellow paint on different buildings. There are art galleries on Main Street and a really top-notch coffee shop. There are a variety of boutiques and stores, some selling children's clothing and other sundries. But these things in Helper are not the reason I made this video. The reason I made this video is because I expected the town to be a certain way, and it turned out that it isn't that way at all. What we have is a town that is reinventing itself. People have come together in this town to create the life that they want to live and to create a community that I really honestly wasn't ready for in the center of Utah. And that's, I suppose, my problem. And it was and is a learning opportunity for me. And so Helper, Utah really did kind of blow my mind. I had these preconceived notions about Utah, and this kind of changed things up for me. So when you're out and about, why don't you get off the beaten track and explore places that maybe aren't on your itinerary? You might be surprised by what you find. And remember, if you don't do it, no one is going to do it for you, and you, my friend, are worth it.